Okay, you're
Hey
on.
guys, it's Wayne from WRPB, and you know what? This is like casual day for us, but I put Davis fur leopard. Did I get it right?
Correct.
Better known to me as Ted because I can't remember his name half the time. And over the months, Ted and I have become close, and I interviewed him about a book he wrote about his dad, and I interviewed him about a couple other things, and then booked up Palm Beach, interviewed you. Lynn, I remember, I interviewed you about your book, and she's so picky, and
Oh
she
my
took
gosh.
your book, and then she could have written a whole book within your book, right?
Yeah. I didn't study that thoroughly when I was in college, taking law classes.
She was real, you know, and the funny thing is, it probably would not have been a book that she would have picked up
No.
until I said, you gotta read it. And then it became a mess up because she read the wrong book first. But she finally got on and she finally did the interview with you, and that was kind of cool.
Yeah, I was really impressed with Lynn, and again, the questions she asked and how she wrote in the side of the pages on the margins, and she had all these questions underlined. Oh my gosh, she was just unbelievable with what she had asked, and I could tell that she really did put a lot of time and effort into reading the book.
Oh yeah.
And she really wanted to know about my father, and not just what I had in the book. She wanted to go a little bit more in depth. So it was a very entertaining time. I'm glad that I got to meet her, and I'm glad that she read the book and that she enjoyed it so thoroughly. That was a huge point.
And I'm glad that even though it got put off for the right reason.
Yes.
So now you're going to do a bunch of pieces, not today, about the book, because I look at the book as a bunch of little vignettes of your dad's life.
Correct. The way I broke it down is it goes through his life,
Right.
from the time he was a child through his military experience, and so it gives you an idea as to what the man did, how he came up with his character, and how he developed the person that he became today, and that I knew as my father. But it also shows his perseverance on things.
Oh my God, this is a guy that, if you read the book, this is the guy you want to hang out with. Okay, forget all the others. You think that your friends skate the line and do things that people can't? This guy, he managed to accomplish stuff that we might only dream of. We were like so happy at 16 to go to driver's ed. Remember?
Yes.
Okay. How old was your dad when he got his license?
He was 8.
Okay, and you're going to tell that story.
Yes, I will go into depth on that, but it's an interesting story. Yes, he did not get his driver's license in the conventional way. At the time, this is 1928, and they did not give out driver's licenses to children that young, and they really didn't have any formalized testing. So my father, the test that they administered for him to get his license was rather unique.
And you're going to hear about it on one of his other videos. You're also going to talk about your dad and how you say he didn't get away with it, but I say he got away with it. How he managed to open a casino on a military base.
Yes, I mean, you have to think about this. Gambling was strictly forbidden on the base. I mean, they didn't even like the GIs playing poker. But my father and another gentleman, they ended up getting a hold of literally casino equipment. They had 3 slot machines, they had a few other things, and they opened up a mini casino. And my father and this gentleman, they were making around $48 a month. That was their military pay during World War II. And here they were taking home each $300 to $500 a month.
Okay. I want you to go into detail because you got to hear the story, which will be a totally separate video. And then one of the other things you're going to bring up is how your dad, with the handicap that he had, but I know if he was here, he'd smack me for using the word handicap.
That's right, yeah. He never thought of himself as being handicapped or disabled.
Okay. Managed to become a marksman when, in the military,
yes,
when he wasn't even allowed to hold a gun.
That's right. Because of his status and his designation of limited duty, they were not permitted to have any firearms training. And my father would sneak onto the course and take this. and he shot 39 out of 41 targets,
Wow.
which made him a marksman.
Okay. Lastly, because you're going to go into all these pieces, and there's so many more. I remember I was 50 when I got my first tattoo. Okay? So your dad seemed to have gotten his tattoo. Was that his first in the story?
That was, well, it was his first and his only.
Okay. So I did mine because I thought it would be really kind of cool to be in pain, okay, on the air and film it. But your dad, he didn't care about, he didn't have a tattoo.
No, he did not have it. As a matter of fact, he hated tattoos. And unfortunately, or fortunately, however you want to think about it, he had a little bit too much liquid courage one night. He was out drinking with some Navy men.
And he wasn't in the Navy.
And he wasn't in the Navy, he was in the Army. And this is 1944, so it's towards the, the end of the war. And he made a comment about to these sailors about that is the dumbest thing you could do to yourself is get a tattoo. And they, 4 of them grabbed him and they said, "Dogface, you're getting a tattoo tonight."
The stories are just, and they go on and on and on. It's just amazing when you listen, when you read it. I'm blessed because I get, like Ted and I talk all the time, so I get to hear the stories, and I'm like, really? This is like, because I don't drink and I don't do drugs, but this guy is the guy you want to be with because he managed to skate the line and get through the whole thing. How old?
My father was 98 years old. He was 41 days short of his 99th birthday when he passed away. And he would have been 100 this past September 1st.
If we did the things that he did today, we wouldn't be here today.
No. He really had, it's almost, I hate to use the term Forrest Gump-like, because everything he did turned out to benefit him, and it really, truly was an amazing story. And, even at the end, he became a very prominent engineer for a Big 3 auto company. He was selected to be one of the engineers to develop the presidential limousine. And so he did a lot of things. He wasn't just, this carefree guy who didn't, have responsibilities. He did have responsibilities, and he was responsible. But he lived life to the fullest. And he was the kind of guy that, like you said, you would want to sit down and have a beer with.
Well, I don't drink, but I want to sit and hang out with him, okay, and see how much trouble I cannot get into by doing things that would get everybody else in trouble. All right, so you're going to be coming back. You're going to be talking about these little chapters within the book.
Yes.
Okay, the book is called Limited Duty.
Correct.
Where's it available?
It is available on Amazon and Barnes & Noble and Smashwords. Primarily, though, your best bet is with Amazon. You can get it either in the Kindle form or you can get it in hard copy.
With that, everybody, check out Limited Duty. Check out, I'm going to give you the information for the YouTube channel. You'll be able to watch all these videos once everything launches. I'll keep you posted on that. Ted, I want to thank you for coming on.
Wayne, thank you.
Everybody have a great day. We'll be right back.
Thanks.